So I went there, played 6 months in the second league with that coach, with Milano, and after I went straight away to Teplice for 1.5 years. In football, you know, you have to put emotions also on the side, but sometimes you have to bring everything out, you know. And obviously, like when you score a goal, obviously it was my first goal in the Super League.
Why did you choose Fenerbahçe? We know that you had a lot of offers. Edin, first of all, thank you for our request for interview. Welcome Istanbul and welcome Fenerbahçe. We will speak a lot of things, but first we want to learn your story. Who is Edin Dzeko? How did you start your career? You born in Sarajevo, little, and we can come to today maybe.
Yeah, I'm born in Sarajevo, 17 March 86,
yeah.
If you didn't know.
Yeah.
And Bosnia and Herzegovina, of course. And I started playing football. My father brought me to my club in Bosnia, Željezničar. He brought me straight after the war in Bosnia when I was 9.5, 10 years old. So let's say a little bit late. When you see the kids today, they start training when they're 5 years old, 6 years old, and I started, let's say, a little bit later, since in Bosnia was war. But like, it's never too late.
Mm-hmm. But also your father had a professional career.
Yeah, my father played football as well, not on the professional level, but a little bit below, and probably the love for football comes from him.
Yeah, it was, I think, tough time, war, and to play football. How did you affect your career, especially? How did you affect your character? We see that really you are a very strong character at that time.
Yeah, I mean, when you live these things, you know, like to see. Obviously, we were kids, you know. I was kid, my sister. We were young, and you understand, but not everything, you know. Because as a kid, you always want to play, even if you know what's happening outside. You always ask your mom and dad to go out to play with the other kids. So from that side, for us, let's say, it was a little bit easier. We didn't know everything, but for our parents was very difficult. And yeah, obviously the person becomes better, stronger when you come through some things like this, because the war is definitely the worst part of our lives, and the thing that I wish happened to nobody. And when I see the wars recently, you know, I wish they finish quickly, because I lived that, and I know how is the feeling when you always have to be home and scared for your parents, especially because they had to go out to bring us food and everything else. So yeah, it was a tough time, but it makes us stronger.
Yeah. You start your career in forward, or the other place, midfield or defender, or maybe goalkeeper?
Yeah, let's say I was always, maybe at the beginning I played a little bit also on the right side, you know, like number 7, but mostly I was I was always the one who was scoring most goals in the team. So let's say that from the beginning I was the striker.
How did Teplice find out you in Bosnia? It's very interesting, right?
I had a coach, Irji Plišek, the Czech coach, who came at my club Željezničar.
At which years?
17, 18, and he came to manage the first club, the first team, Željezničar, and I was already there. And he stayed there for maybe 7-8 months, I'm not sure. And after he left, like 3 months later, he called me and he asked me if I want to come to sign for Teplice, but they would loan me straight away to the club where he was the coach, the second league, Ústí nad Labem. And I said yes, and obviously we spoke to the club, and we found a way, and they let me go as well. So I went there, played 6 months in the second league with that coach, with Irji Plišek, and after after I went straight away to Teplice for 1.5 years.
I think for you is the first breaking point in your career, I think. Yeah,
yeah, I think that was important thing for me, even if I don't like to say, but yeah, for me, I was lucky to go away from Bosnia, because obviously we had better facilities when I went to Czech Republic, and better, let's say, everything, from the pitches, from facilities, from the trainings, and I was, let's say, talented, you know, but you know, talent doesn't bring you anywhere alone. And obviously I had the coach who pushed me all the time, and at the beginning he put me to play number 10.
You played?
Yeah, I played like a little bit behind the striker, because he told me you have to run more back, you know, and you have to get used to it. So.
But also you are playing sometimes number 10. You take the ball.
Yeah, I like to do that, since I love to play football. You know, it's not just
goal.
Obviously, the goals are the most important and the most difficult thing to do in football. But we all love goals, you know.
Of course,
strikers, you know, you have to live for that. And obviously, like I said before, the goal for the strikers, everybody judge you on how many goals you scored. You can play well, but if you don't score, they say he didn't score, you know. So which is a good point. But I'm not the guy who's going to stay in the middle of the box and wait for the ball, for the crosses to come, and maybe score and be happy. I love to play, to come with my teammates, maybe to open the space for the other guys and everything. So I mean, that's me more than just a striker.
After you transferred to Wolfsburg, maybe you can tell us a little story. How did you pass the Wolfsburg? And it was a historical time for you, also for your club.
It was after 2 years in Czech Republic. It was 2007, and at that time it was beginning of the June, I think, and I had my first national team game against Turkey.
Oh,
yeah!
You scored us.
I scored. Oh. Yeah, it was my first game and my first goal, and
first game, first goal for us.
Yeah, yes.
Incredible.
It was. We won 3-2, and I scored the second goal at the end of the first half, and at the end we beat you 3-2. I think Rustu Rejbe was in the goal.
Servet was
the defender as well. Yeah. Wolfsburg came to see me that game, and the game after we played against Malta. We won 1-0, and after that everything happened quick, and we met with Felix Magath, who was the coach there, and everything happened like in the next 10 days after the national team games.
Now I think we can say that your professional career really started at Wolfsburg, and we know that Felix Magath was a very tough coach. And what did you learn from Wolfsburg? What did you learn from Felix Magath?
Yeah,
and how did you affect your character and play
I think
style?
mostly like he gave me that German mentality, you know. To always.
What is the German mentality? German mentality, what is?
Always work hard. And because nothing comes from alone, you know, nobody is going to gift you anything, you know. You have to earn it off the pitch. And obviously, since I was coming from Bosnia, I know if I go to Germany, there's a lot of German players who plays at my place. So I knew I had to be much better than them to be that number 9 who they want. And obviously, Felix Magath always asked us a lot, you know, like. When we were on the pitch, like everybody had to do their job, you know. Everybody had to run a lot, you know, to help each other, you know, with the teammates. And that's the mentality kinda I'm trying to since then trying to have it all my career, because at the end, you know, like when you start playing as a kid, you cannot have everything, you know. Like obviously you pick up. From different coaches, different clubs, different things, you know, and I think he was very important for my career.
Especially I could remember at that time, you, Grafite and Misimovic was really incredible. And later, a little bit we can speak about your City career. You scored final game, championship title. You scored second goal, I think.
Second goal.
Second goal.
Yeah.
It was historical goal.
It was. It was. Yeah.
I think you can still feel it.
I can still feel it. But yeah, I mean it's something that probably happens once in your career, because the game like that, you know, maybe you can win the games in the last minutes, you know, that's it happens, you know, but like to win the game in that mode, you know, to score 2 goals in 2 minutes and to win the league, you know, after such a horror, let's say, second half for us, and to win the league after 44 years for Manchester City was incredible feeling. Like it's impossible to explain.
But it's interesting when you score against Antep first match. You scored against Milan semi-final. You scored against very big teams. When you scored Antep, if I don't know you who is Edin Dzeko, I thought that your first goal, you incredible.
It was
first. Yeah, your celebration was incredible, and it's very important. You know,
yeah.
you have everything. You have a lot of things in your career, but
you know, sometimes I think emotions are important. You know, obviously sometimes in football, you know, you have to put emotions also on the side, but sometimes you have to bring everything out. You know, and obviously like. When you score a goal, obviously it was my first goal in the Super League, and it was straight after the beginning of the game. So you know, like when you score a goal, it doesn't matter how, you know, the people may say he scored fantastic goal, he scored from 1 meter. Yeah. When the ball enters inside, that's a goal. But it doesn't matter how.
When I saw your celebration. Really, it affected me. You know, you had everything in Inter, you won everything in City, in Wolfsburg, etc., etc.
But that's all in the past.
Yeah, but okay, you still feel it's very important. You know,
otherwise I wouldn't be here, my friend.
It's
I would be somewhere enjoying the sun.
Yeah,
and
that's good. Yeah. That's good. And now you are 37 years old. Also, Modric, I think, 37. Ibra played nearly 40. Now we can see that the player's career is going longer and longer. How did you do? You are 37, you are still fit, you are still took a lot of transfer requests. We know in Europe, in the other countries. Here, mentality.
I mean, head is important, you know. Obviously, you have to work hard, because especially after you pass 30, you know, you have to be more careful with your body, you know, and obviously if you get injured, you cannot show your qualities, and maybe you cannot play so long. But yeah, luckily I didn't have much injuries as well. But that's also thanks to my work, because I try to work every day, you know, on prevention, you know, to prevent some things, because I always like to say you have only one career, you know, like, so
one life, one career.
Yes, yeah. And you have to enjoy it until you can. When you see you cannot do it anymore, go at the beach and that's it.
But could you give some details, your daily routine, for example? At what time you are sleeping, what are you eating? When you are 37, you are doing something different when you are 27 especially.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, when you are young, maybe, you know your body is young, you know, yeah, and maybe some things you can do more than, let's say, with 37, but especially the rest is most important, because I think when you get in some years, you know, like recovery is going a little bit slower, you know, because your body feels the game, feels the 90.
Also, I feel I'm 40. Yeah.
Your body feels the 90 minutes, you know. So like, I mean, it's not one or two things. It's a lot of things that have to be, you know, like managed. Because, for example, before every and after training, like 20-30 minutes, I do the prevention work, you know, and I cannot do the training without these things anymore, because it becomes your habit, your normality, you know.
Yeah,
so
yeah. You can compare the style, especially we can speak about the professional style, the training style, the playing style. You played in Germany, Italy, England. Now we are very new here in Turkey. You can compare which style is good for you, which country was. We can speak about playing style. We can speak about the training style. I think you did very good job, for example, in Italy last.
I don't know. For me, like when I played in Germany, I said I wanted to play in England because English Premier League is the best league in the world for me, and I said, you know, I want to see if I'm that player who can play in the best league in the world with the best players in the world. I wanted to see myself there, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't scared, you know, because if you fail, you know. But if you don't try, you don't know if you can fail or if you can do it, you know. So that's why I wanted to go in England, you know, to prove myself that I can do it. You know.
You did it.
And obviously, when I was young as well, in Bosnia, like Italian league was the best league. Like it was all these players, Ronaldo and all these like Maldini, Baggio, you know. It was like dream to play in Italy, but you know, you never think about playing in Italy because you know it was too far. You know, for me, like the biggest dream was to play at my club Željezničar.
Also,
you know?
I watched you did interview with Mario Stanic. You said just my dream was to play in Željezničar, but you didn't score at Željezničar. You scored.
I did.
You scored. Okay,
I scored.
sorry.
Yeah, I scored, but I didn't play
too much.
I played like 1.5 years or maybe even 2 years. I don't remember. And you know, for me to play Željezničar was everything. You know, obviously Italian league was the best league, but you don't even think you can play in that league. You know, you don't go so far.
I can ask like this: which league was for you? Was your best time? Favorite time?
I don't
if you had a chance to come back past.
I don't know. I don't like to choose. You know, I somehow loved. It's part of my life, you know. It's part of my career. So I loved it when I was also at the beginning in Czech Republic because it gave me something, you know, like how do you say, like you know, when you build a house, you have to put the so. All parts are important for me. I don't like to choose, you know, but probably, like I said, English Premier League is the best league, you know. But I had amazing time in Italy, you know, and you know, it's difficult. It's difficult to choose. And when you say now, where would you go? I don't want to go anywhere. I'm here, and I want to be here now. I want to prove myself here as well, because I think one player can always prove himself, you know. It doesn't matter what happened in the the past.
You think you have to prove yourself still here? Do you think?
To myself.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. To myself.
Yeah. To yourself.
Yeah.
Why?
I mean, like.
Okay. You proved a lot of things. You played first time in World Cup. You played. You won English championship title, Wolfsburg.
It's all in the past, my friend.
Okay.
So like the people here will judge you on how you do here. So like I can come here and say, I scored there.
That's good mentality.
What do you?
Good mentality. Yeah, nice.
What do you get from that? Nothing. You know. I mean, me neither. Yeah. From the goals I scored, I don't get anything here. You know. So that's why, like I told you before, like I wouldn't come here if I was thinking about my goals and my titles before.
Why did you choose Fenerbahçe? We know that you had a lot of offers. Or Turkey?
No, I only had Fenerbahçe in Turkey. I had Beşiktaş like last year, 2 years ago, but that's it. Like, but Fenerbahçe was also 2 years ago. We spoke, but never happened like 100%. But this year, like for me, it was impossible that Fenerbahçe didn't win the league for 9 years, and that's also a challenge. That was a challenge for me, you know, and also big motivation, you know, to come here and try to make the people happy, you know, with my qualities, not just on the pitch but off the pitch, you know, somehow try to bring this mentality and quality to this club, because I think this club needs to win every year the titles, you know, and also when I spoke to the club, I saw how really they wanted me, you know, and when they presented me like all the project, like especially for this year.
Could you give some details about project?
No details, bro.
Maybe you were now you are the captain, for example.
No, but like project was you know, Fenerbahçe is a great club, the biggest in Turkey, you know, and when they come to you and show you respect and show you
we need you, Edin.
Yes, for me that was it.
But I think you feel that Fenerbahçe needs you. It's I think important because Fenerbahçe really needs you like a striker, number 9, and also like a leader. I think it's.
Yeah, I mean, they told me also that, you know, when I spoke to them, like, and also I spoke to the president, and the president was really like into it, you know, because he really wants, he loves this club and he wants this club to win, you know, and he told me the same thing. We need you on the pitch, but also off the pitch. We need your mentality, you know, because, and obviously then after came another players who can help as well, you know, and. So far so good. We are building a good team, and the start was very good, but it's a long way to go.
How did you find out the atmosphere, especially supporters? Really, they like you, and we see that you have a special song after the goal. What's that? How can you describe the atmosphere?
I mean, it's. I knew that atmosphere in Turkey is nice, and you know, especially at our stadium, you know, when you go, and that's why I told you, when you score, you know, like, you know, these people who were singing your name, you know, like, are celebrating you, so it gives you even more emotions, you know, like, I mean, atmosphere is. I played in Europe in the biggest stadiums, like from I don't know 30 to 75, 80,000 people, but.
Really, it's interesting.
It's different atmosphere.
Here
it's different. It's different tone. It's different noise. You know.
About those. I was at Inter Juventus match when you played against Juventus. Everybody watched the game. It's incredible when we compare Turkey and Italy, especially. Okay, Italy is a Mediterranean country. We thought that we are close, but when we are watching the match, we are not close.
Because you see here, all stadium is.
Especially some noise, you know.
The noise is.
They are watching the match, you know, some tactical details. Maybe the supporters watching in Europe.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the games, you know. Like, for example, also semi-final against Milan was amazing, you know. But like in Europe, let's say everything is there, you know. Maybe something has a little bit more, some less, you know. But like here, like I told you, like the noise is different, you know. Like the tone of the singing is different, is higher, you know. So it makes you happy, you know, because then you enjoy even more to play football.
About league level, about Turkish league level, Galatasaray and Fenerbahçe, Beşiktaş, also Trabzonspor, big 4 teams. What's your opinion about league? Okay, you are very new.
I mean, I don't know. I still have to see, you know. It's just one game, but obviously we know that you have some other teams who have their qualities, you know, and that's why I said, like, the start was good, like, but the season is long, you know. It's long way for us, also for the other teams, and we have to improve every game. We have to learn from our mistakes, and we have to get better. Week by week, because only like that we can be, you know, we can win more games and more games, you know, because when you win the game.
Yeah, I ask because the question, ex-player when they are coming, they came here for Europe, big stars like you. When they compare Europe and Turkey, they said here is a little bit physical football, and we used to play a little bit tactical football. I ask about.
I mean, every league is different, you know. Like when the people say, okay, you come from Europe, you come to Turkey, it's easy. There's no easy league anymore. There's rarely easy game anymore, you know, because when you see all the teams are well prepared, all the teams are tactically good, you know. All the teams, maybe if they don't have technical quality, they can run, they can fight, you know. So like I expect very difficult league, very difficult games, you know, like we had in the first game. We have 2-0, you know, they get red card, and at the end you fight for the win, until the last minute, you know. So like that's football, you know. You have to be ready for everything.
And when I watched the last whistle, you celebrate like this, you know. It was show that how did you felt the match, you know.
I was a little bit scared,
yeah. A little bit, yeah.
No, I mean when the referee was there, when everything
could happen.
But thankfully the ball was out as well, you know. So like, but like, it's our fault, you know. We bring game to the end like this because we had to finish it earlier.
The past 9 years and Fenerbahçe couldn't get a championship title. Maybe you feel sometimes a little bit protest some players. Did you feel on the? Did you want to say something to fans because you and Dusan is the leader?
I think I already said with a few interviews I did before. I think first of all, like I said, our fans are great, and I think you have like I don't know 25 players in the team, and each one of them is important, you know, and. I can make mistake, you know. You can make mistake, you know. Like every player can make mistake, but I think what's important for us players, you know, that we feel support from the fans, you know, because I like it to be like if I make mistake, they try to help me even more, you know, to applaud me, try to push me, to give me more energy, because you know, you have players, you know, like some players suffer it more, some players suffer it less, you know, but it's difficult for any player, you know, when you see the whistles from your own fans. And I think for this club, for this team, it's very important that the fans are behind all the players, because at the end, all the players have Fenerbahçe shirt, you know, and we all fight for one target, the players, the fans. So hopefully in the future, you know, I was trying sometimes, you know, also to bring the little bit fire on the fans, but also, you know, if somebody makes mistake, it's just a mistake. Everybody makes mistake in football, you know. So like, let's try to help the guy who is in a little bit problem, let's say, so that problem can go away.
Small question: Milano or Istanbul for you?
I lived in Milano for 2 years. I just moved to Istanbul, and we already love it, so I would say both. I feel already like home. It's not much different than when I was in Milano or in Rome, because you know, it's part of our job. You get used to it quickly, you know, and especially when you have the guys, the teammates like this, and all the people that work around the training center. It's easy.
When you were outside, for example, in Milan, when you were outside, and when you are here in outside, the people, how they react to you?
Or probably here is like a little bit more, the fans are more fanatic, you know, but like even here, like everybody, when I had like, when they asked me for the pictures, they were polite and asked, you know, so, and I didn't move yet, you know, a lot, you know, so I tried to go places, you know, just like for dinner or something else, otherwise there's no time, because we train every day, we play games, you know, so it's fine, so far it's good.
Just two little questions. Benzema or Haaland, if you can compare, if you want to compare. One is very young, the other one is...
I mean, probably Benzema is one of the best strikers in the last like 10 years, and probably Haaland will be one of the best in the next 10 years. So like Haaland is just, he's an animal, you know, and he's so hungry for the goals, you know. I haven't seen that in the player in recent years, really. And Benzema is like elegant quality player, you know, technique and...
Dino Merlin, Halit Beslic, which is...
it's a tough question.
Yeah, the toughest.
Both.
For me,
Halit. Both. I love them both. They're from Bosnia, and yeah, they're the biggest singers in Bosnia, so I love them both.
Last question, burek or kebab?
When you put it on the plate, I eat both, you know.
Yeah, both.
And yeah, okay. I eat both. Yeah, I mean, it's our food, you know. Like so, sometimes, you know, especially now with because I was a lot away from Bosnia, you know, and when my friends bring me cevapcici or burek, you know, I just, you know, but like cevapcici, I would say probably a little bit more.
Yeah, I said last, but I really want to learn when we compare our sport culture in Turkey with Bosnia, with Serbia, with Croatia, ex-Yugoslavia country, and we couldn't understand how you are doing this. You are good in football, you are good in basketball, you are good in water polo, you are good in tennis.
We are talented nation.
That's just talent.
Yes, we are very talented nations, and we like to learn. We want to learn, and we want to win anything we play. If I play basket with my players, you know, with my friends after the school, I always wanted to win. When I played the small football pitch, I always wanted to win. When I play with my kids, I try to win, but sometimes I have to let them win. You know, you know, it's like it's the you know.
No. If you want to give any advice for our young generation or our professionals,
no, I mean, I don't do anything just to do it. If I play basket, I'm not gonna play just, you know, because you know, if I play, I want to play good, you know, I want to be good in it, I want to win it, you know. It doesn't matter, table tennis, big tennis, anything, you know. If I play, I want to play good, not just, you know, like to sweat a little bit. I already sweat, you know, like in training every day in the games. So like, you know.
Because really we like sport. We have a big population. All ex-Yugoslavia is 20 million. I think also Istanbul is 20 million. And we want to do something better, for example, in the other sports, especially in football. We have a passion, but we couldn't do it because of, I ask you, how did you do in Serbia, in Bosnia, in Croatia, in Kosovo? Maybe your lifestyle, maybe.
I don't know, it's difficult to explain, you know, but like I said before, probably we are very talented nations, you know, and you know, somehow we are good in everything, you know, and it's good. It's good to be like that, you know. And you know, my wife always, you know, tells me, I mean, you're good in everything, you know, in sport, you know. Because like I told you, you know, if I play something, I really want to like learn and get better in it, you know. Otherwise, there's no point of playing that, you know.
Thank you, Edin. Thank you very much. Thank you.